deal with Pfizer to acquire 85 million booster shots. Some will arrive next year and come on top of what has already been ordered.
And political reporter Stephanie Boris joins us now from Parliament House in Canberra to give us more of the details. Here, just run us through this deal for...
Alright, want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadesh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Alright. Now, okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verses 4 through 7. And those are the words that the Lord spoke concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man does travail with child. So he asking, can a man have a child? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail. So we see every man, acting like a pregnant woman is what Jeremiah is seeing. And our faces are turned into paleness. Alright. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. And even in the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Alright. This is what they were saying way back in February 24th, new laws, let's Israel Ministry give out personal information of citizens who decline Ungogojuice. Alright, so you decline that Ungogojuice, they can give out your personal information in Israel. And we know that this line is definitely heading to Babylon the Great. We can see that what they said, the writing on the wall is definitely heading this way with all these new mandates that they are passing out this way. Alright, because look at this article. Alright, see if we pull it on up. Alright, more U.S. employers are saying get a Ungogojuice or get another job. So you get the Ungogojuice or you get another job. And you can see they are blaming it on the whatchamacallit, the new thing, the new flavor of Crown. Let me put it that way. They're blaming on that new flavor of Crown. It's the reason they are feeling this way. Alright, so it's coming on down. Alright, and what does it say? As a result, in the new Crown, I'm gonna say that Crown Apple. Alright, prompts U.S. employees to require Ungogojuice. Workers who object face a common response: get Ungogojuice or get another job. So it's gonna be a lot of people out of work behind this Ungogojuice, cause there's a lot of people family members, people they know who had a bad reaction to this, and they refuse to get it. So it's gonna be some problems, all right. And then you got Biden, all right, requiring it for federal workers. Federal workers must Ungogojuice or take regular, whatchamacallit, cause they know that the way they test for this thing is very, very unpleasant. Shoving something always up your nose. They got the most unpleasant way of testing for it possible. Alright, so they try to force people to get Ungogojuice. Alright, and if they doing federal employees, that means our military service will have to get Ungogojuice soon too. Alright, so the military and federal employees, they locked in right now. Alright, now let's go back to that article, first article I pulled up. Alright, it says to share personal information who declines Go-Go-Juice. Alright, now let me just show you in case people didn't know what Walmart's is doing right now. And you know, they just leading the way. Alright, all these other companies are going to follow in suit. So right now they're showing that people won't be able to work. Alright, and let me read Matthew 24th chapter, 19th through 22nd verse. Alright, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in winter, neither on the Sabbath. For then shall be great tribulation, such as we not seen since the beginning of the world, to this time, nor ever should be. And except these days be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, these days should be shortened. Alright, so, alright, Walmart is using facial recognition software. Alright, now when you walk in there, if you see one of these Walmarts that got this stuff, you know they got the gates up to block you. As soon as you come in, you're on camera. They got your face up on the screen. They got no cashiers. You know, it's just all self-check all the way down, with a few employees going up and down monitoring all the self-check machines. You know, this is Walmart's new look. You come in, they got 5G towers in the parking lot. Facial recognition software off in the parking lot, and then more facial recognition software off inside. Alright, now if they share the Go-Go-Juice information, and now they know who you are as soon as you walk in, alright, and they saying you not Go-Go-Juice, pretty soon where this is going, not only will you not be able to work, you're not going to be able to go to the grocery store. Alright, so yeah, Walmart is going to be among one of the first companies that completely lock people out. And you know how they are putting everybody out of business right now, to where it really ain't too much to choose from. And Walmart is pretty close to completely locking everybody out. Alright, now let's get back to this first article. Alright, and I'm going to play this video about what they were saying about boosters.
Tonight, a sharp shift on booster shots from the White House. The New York Times reporting senior health officials are considering an extra dose for at-risk Americans, plus those 65 and older.
As long as the world is not fully vaccinated, this virus will continue to replicate and mutate, and it increases the chances that we will need a regular vaccine series.
This week, independent advisors to the CDC urged federal regulators to move quickly on a decision for a booster, saying people with weakened immune systems have a higher chance of breakthrough infections. While the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines await full FDA approval, the CDC may be working around that. The chief medical officer on the COVID-19 vaccine task force saying they're looking at ways to provide early access to a booster shot. The administration previously saying there was enough evidence for boosters. Nationwide, the numbers keep climbing. The 7-day average for new infections is up more than 50% from last week. In hard-hit Missouri, cases shot up 70% in just 2 weeks. Researchers say the Delta variant is fueling the surge.
The UK variant was the most contagious virus we've ever seen. It took over the entire state in 3 months. The Delta variant did that in 3 weeks.
Some hospitals in the state are treating unvaccinated COVID patients for a second time.
Patients who had COVID last year get to be infected this year, and some of them are getting admitted in the hospital.
To slow the spread, St. Louis will reimpose an indoor mask mandate starting Monday. The NFL also doubling down, with fallout from the announcement that teams could face forfeits for COVID outbreaks among unvaccinated players. A coach for the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots reportedly out for reasons related to the new guidelines. And with training camp about to get underway, the NFL's medical director says that 80% of the players have received at least one dose of the vaccine. Lester?
Kathy Parks, thank you.
So let me just go on. But anyways, that was them talking way back then about a booster, alright? And as you can see, this is all the modern data. They are already planning to give the booster. And like I've been saying from the get-go, most likely in this booster, one of these boosters is probably going to give the MOB. And they're using that new crown, I'm going to call it that crown apple, that new crown to push forward, giving this go-go juice, all right? And like I say, I believe one of these boosters will be the MOB, even if it ain't, in it now. That's why they pushing so strongly to give out boosters already, all right? So people who already been go-go juiced up are gonna get forced to get another go-go juice shot. Alright, they gotta get go-go juiced again, so they're not done yet either. Alright, so as you can see, the draconian laws are coming down the pipe for this juice, and you either gonna get it or you gonna have to move around. Alright, this is Job chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, power should cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and should rain it upon him while he is eating. So when they think they're about to pull this off, the Lord is going to completely, destroy them. They are not going to get this new world order, this reset together. The Lord is going to bring this down, all right? So it's just something to remember. I know no matter what it look like, they ain't gonna be able to make this happen. Alright. Alright, this is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which stands for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Alright, so that's all I can say is it's time, to be praying, alright, to be constantly praying, alright, and hoping that the Lord find you worthy to make it through these things, alright, because we're at that point where the devil is coming down with great wrath, because he knows that he's got a short time, alright? Because right now, they are putting out all the stops, alright? Alright? So, and with that, Shalom.